When I was about 10, me and my family of 6 lived in an extremely small apartment, 2 bedrooms upstairs and then the living room. When I was tired of my siblings, I would sleep downstairs. One night I'm lying on the couch, facing the front door and watching the sky through the window by the door when a face shows up in the window, illuminated by a lighter. I freeze and the face goes away. I'm pretty relieved, thinking it was maybe our druggy neighbors, seeing if my parents were still awake when it shows up again. I try to scream, but when I opened my mouth, nothing came out, not a sound. Then the person kicks in the door and walks in the room. He sees me, smiles, and goes toward the kitchen. As he comes out of the kitchen with a knife, my dad makes it down the stairs and the guy boots it out of there. I still can't sleep easily on the couches to this day. At about 2 a.m., our neighbor rang our doorbell and was banging on the door. My dad opened the door and she said something about her brother, who was mentally handicapped, murdering her parents and locking her in the closet. He thought she was just having a nightmare, but it turns out she was telling the truth. Cops were called. The guy is in the insane asylum now. Neighbor still lives in that house. One night, when I was maybe 10 or 12, I had trouble falling asleep. My bedroom was the entire top floor of our house, with my bed and such being on the left side and storage, closets, and a play area being on the right. I was laying in my bed when I heard a noise from the other side of the room and see a rocking horse begin to rock. It was sitting just outside one of the storage closet doors. It proceeded to rock its halfway across the room and stopped dead under the ceiling light. At this point, I was freaked out and just buried my head under blankets and never ever peeked out again until morning. Before I was born, my father and mother had a small apartment together. My mother told me once she went in the basement and saw a woman standing at the base of the steps, just staring at her, and then she just vanished. Then my father was in the shower, one with the sliding glass door that you can barely make out what's on the other side, when a large figure walked up to the other side of the glass and banged on it, making it blow out. My mother found him in the fetal position in the shower, covered in glass, and no one was around. That last one made them move out. He confirmed it happened but doesn't like to talk about it. He's a relatively tough dude, so for something to scare him that much means a lot. Somewhere in between these two occurrences, they came home to find absolutely everything moved over about an inch. They realized this cause they are not very good at dusting. When I was 17, I went to my mate's house for some beers for his birthday. I probably only had about 5 drinks. Came at the early hours of the morning, probably around 2 or 3 a.m. I head out to the kitchen for a drink. I pour a drink of water and turn around and take a sip. And as I'm swallowing, I swear I heard footsteps. The ground in the entire room is all made up of tiles, so I hold my drink down and listen for a few seconds. Next thing I know, I heard fast footsteps in front of me running towards me, and suddenly a huge cold breeze blew right through me. At that point, I just freaked out and ran back for the bedroom. I ended up waking my friend up and telling him what happened, and we listened and could hear all the banging and bumps from out there, but nothing out of the ordinary after that ever happened. I still always remember it though, and it gives me goosebumps writing this too.